I started the weight loss shot about a month ago, and each week they increased the dose. And it's definitely been decreasing my appetite. By day 6 of taking the shot,
Jazz sat on the edge of her bed, staring at her reflection in the cracked mirror. The room was quiet except for the faint hum of the air conditioner, but inside Jazz's mind, a storm raged. She ran her fingers over the loose fabric of her favorite shirt, the one that had fit snugly just a few months ago. It wasn't just a number. It was the symbol of every painful day she'd endured, every time she'd battled her cravings, every moment she'd fought the voice inside telling her to give up. It all began 6 months ago, when the cameras first rolled for the TLC show 1,000 Pounds Roomies. Jazz and her roommates had lived in a cycle of comfort eating and avoidance, struggling with their weight and the emotional baggage that came with it. But Jazz was ready to rewrite her story. "Why do you keep doing this to yourself?" Jazz whispered to her reflection. The tears threatened to spill, but she blinked them back. She knew her weight was more than physical, it was emotional, tangled up in years of trauma and self-doubt. Her mother's words from childhood echoed in her mind, "You're too big to be loved." Jazz clenched her fists. That lie had haunted her for years. But now, with the support of the show's medical team and a therapist, she was learning to challenge those voices. Every day was a battle, between her past and the person she wanted to become. The moment that changed everything happened on a rainy Tuesday morning. Jazz stepped on the scale, expecting to see the same number she'd seen last week. But the digits told a different story. A small victory, but monumental for Jazz. She felt a spark of hope. For the first time, the weight loss wasn't just a dream, it was real. Encouraged, Jazz threw herself into the journey with new energy. She began walking laps around the block, slow at first, then faster. She replaced sodas with water, swapped fast food for home-cooked meals. Each change chipped away at the mountain she'd been carrying. Not every day was easy. Some days, Jazz wanted to give up. The cravings were fierce. The loneliness gnawed at her. But her roommates, Mia and Tanya, were there, sometimes cheering her on, sometimes fighting their own battles alongside her. They laughed together, cried together, and shared the moments that made their journey real. One night, Jazz nearly fell into old habits after a stressful day. But instead of giving in, she called her therapist, who reminded her of how far she'd come and why it mattered. Today was the day of the big reveal. Jazz's family and friends gathered to celebrate her progress. When she walked into the room, heads turned, not with judgment, but with admiration. Her mother hugged her tightly, whispering, "I'm so proud of you." Jazz's smile was radiant, a testament to the power of resilience and self-love.